Back in the early days before the wire and before trucks were good enough to come and pick up your cattle, when they drove the herds north, you had to night herd your cattle, and even in the modern age, for quite a while, they had to take cattle to the railhead to load them. And they eventually built traps so you could hold them at night. Didn't need a man out there all night holding the cattle. But for several years, there was always a man out under the stars all night keeping the cattle. There's really no place left that you got a night herd. About the only place left where you got a man horseback all nights up in the north country when you're calving heifers. I was at the Matador, and I had never seen the Northern Lights, and well, I'd seen them from way far, and they don't look too impressive, but when you're up there in Montana, it's a little different. And I was out there, and I think it was a special event. I was meant to see it, because it wasn't the normal Northern Lights you see the pictures of with the green waves, and it wasn't like that at all. And I've only met a few people that have saw the way I saw the aurora was more like clouds. There was so much color. It was unbelievable. Only thing I could compare it to was the pictures you see from the Hubble telescope, and there was just sprays of color that would come in, and it got so bright. And it was moving, and I was meant to see it. I never thought I always wanted to write a song for it, and I just thought, there's no way you can be an insult, anything you wrote. And we were backstage, some people doing a show, and I think it's Evelyn Roper. We got talking about the aurora and and I said, I always wanted to write a song about that, but just don't think I can capture it. And she said, you should try. Just write it. So I did. I just wrote it. Sage Creek Camp on the mighty Matadors in the spring of '89. On my night horse, calving heifers in that crystal cold Montana air. No moon at all was shining on that black satin sky. The Milky Way sparkled like diamonds, like you could touch it if you dared. And I saw a yellow glow in the north, just like the sun on the rise. And I thought Dylan must be burning to produce that kind of glare. It just kept getting brighter till I couldn't believe my eyes. Goosebumps rose, but not from the cold. All I could do was to stare. Then a mighty explosion of colors, of purples, pinks, and blues, like God Almighty just spit in the heavens. Then I was shocked, then I was moved. A kaleidoscope of color filled the sky and touched my soul. And it was 15 below zero, but I felt warm and not alone. The colors built and grew till they were clear over my head, just like the glow from Christmas lights was bright enough to read by if you cared. Time stood still, so I don't know just how long I was there with my head thrown back, my mouth wide open, locked in a raptured stare. Three-dimensional colored clouds of light colliding in the sky, and I hoped it could last forever as it surrounded me in the air. Had a surreal kind of beauty, I couldn't help the tear in my eye, and then it faded and was gone like it was never really there. I've heard tell of the aurora and of the northern lights abeam, but no story can do justice to what I felt or what I seen. And some people say there is no God, and this I've also heard, but I wish I could have them with me right there, and I would not say a word. Oh, I wish I could have them with me right there, and I would not say a word.